Wake the F up.
Peace, love, and light. Welcome to Wake the F Up Masterclass. We had a few delays. Let me let some folks in the room. All right. Welcome to the Wake the F Up Masterclass. Wake the F Up Masterclass. Okay, so we had a few technical difficulties, but we're on our way. You know, one of the things about all the technology and all the things that we do, you absolutely have to have a whole team of folks nowadays to get this stuff up and running and where we want it to be. And that's part of the wake up. We are living in a full-blown tech society. And the thing about the wake up is we are moving forward technologically, but we're lagging behind spiritually. We're lagging behind in character reflections. We're lagging behind in oneness, in unity, in our coming together. We're lagging behind. We're actually seemingly getting further and further apart. But the good news is that there is a movement, a motion, a momentum on this planet Earth, Gaia, where millions of people are waking up, coming into consciousness, and joining together as one humanity. No longer seeing the separations that we are so used to, right? So I am Shifa Ali Scott. For those of you who don't know me, you've been hearing my voice. I am the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, and I am have been compelled in the spirit, in my lucid dreaming. It came to me that this is the message that I personally get to give on mission. So today, what we're going to do is have a masterclass about where we are, what's going on, and particularly what's happening with you. So I'm going to shift my slides a little bit here. And I want you to be able to recognize that at the bottom of the slide, you'll see it says, in really small print, it says 10/20/2012. That is how long ago this slide presentation was created. I've updated it for today's masterclass, and it's relevant. Remember in 2012, everybody was talking about, oh, it's the end of the world, the Mayan calendar is running out, and all those kinds of things, right? And here we are in 2025. So we've had all of this time that a new cycle of 5,125 or 26 years we came to the end of that at 2012, and we've been on the cusp and in the beginning of a new cycle of 25,000 years. That is a season for the planet. So just like on Earth we have 4 seasons, well, the planet as a being in the solar system also has 4 seasons, and they're called yugas. And if you haven't noticed, we've already started the class, okay? So you want to be taking notes. The 25,000 year cycle, we have moved into the last one of a 100,000 year movement in space of our planet. So what does that mean? That means that Earth is moving up an octave. And as she does, we're getting closer to the sun. And consciousness, life force, comes to our planet from the sun. So as we are moving up an octave, as our planet, our home world, is moving up an octave, we are waking up. And it is high time, past time, to wake the F up. Now, what does the F stand for? Let me back up a little bit. It's not that four-letter word that you might think it is. It's not that four-letter word. It's a three-letter word. And that word is fab, F-A-B. So they call me She Fabulous, right? The She Fabulous one, right? So let's talk about wake your fabulous life up. And that happens through your consciousness. And I'm here to share with you today how it is that I have come to a place, a space, a coordinate in time where the universe is speaking a message to me for all of humanity, for you, for all of us, okay, to come together in this, it's certainly more than a concept, in the construct or in the container called oneness. Oneness as one humanity on this planet. And it first starts with the oneness inside of each one of us, the oneness inside of you, the oneness that moves you to your wellness as a lifestyle. All right? So we're going to be talking about this on today. Now, on the screen says Shifa Awakens. So yes, I am here to help with your awakening, but most importantly, in 2012 was my own awakening. Okay? It was a step in a higher octave of my own awakening. And so Shifa Awakens was about me waking up and me coming into fuller and fuller consciousness. Now, my background has been since I was 14 years old, I've been having this mindset. Okay, just because of the way that I have been raised and the mission that I know is my my soul's responsibility in this lifetime. Okay, so with all of that, you get right now, you already understand that this is a high level conversation. This is a high level conversation. So what we want to do is to make sure that we are, see my slide not moving. I want to get you to the next slide. Let me see something here. Let me stop my share. And so happy to see you. So good to see you today. All right, so let me start the share again and see if I can bring that in. Share. And it doesn't want me to move my slides. So how about we do it like this? Okay, here we go. Yep, got it. All right, so yes, this is a high level conversation. And so the vision, what is the vision? Oneness Wellness Lifestyles is here to awaken you to your fab life, as I said. And what is fab? Your forgotten available blessings. I know it took me a long time to get there, but this is what this conversation is about today. Your forgotten available blessings. This is what this Ascension 2025 is about. For you, for us all to remember the blessings that we don't even know that we have, but have been deposited into our DNA from before we were born. All right? So whatever it is that is calling to you, that is your most wonderful thing to do, that puts you in the zone, that makes you happy, okay? That makes you happy, that is the container that holds your forgotten available blessings. Well, how did you forget them? Well, when we came into the world, we were born into a conversation that was already going on, right? Already going on. They said, this is a table, that's a chair, this is how we do everything. Tradition, religion, all of that was already in place. And we were born into that. And the veil that we have on us when we come into the world, we get to work through that and discover our mission. And a mission, the mission, your mission, my mission are the things that put us in the zone that make us happy. Because no matter what your religion is, and this is not a religious conversation, okay? This is a consciousness conversation. This is about moving your consciousness into a coherent state where you access, where you actually remember your forgotten available blessings, right? And we're born into all of these constructs, traditions on this planet, no matter where we live on the planet, right? We're born into that. And that veil that is put over us that we come in here with, we work through that. And the way that you know where your blessings are, the way that you know where your happiness lies, is that internal energy, spirit, conversation, that still small voice, that thing that makes you happy. Jump for joy, okay? It makes you wake the F up. Wake up your fab. Wake up your forgotten available blessings. This is the conversation that we're having in this masterclass over the next few minutes, okay? So these blessings help you to naturally self-heal. These blessings move you into the activation of your own internal harmony so that you can be harmonious with others. Okay? This activation helps you to integrate your spiritual, right? Your spirituality, your spiritual self, because you are not only human. You are not only human. Okay, so that conversation about, oh, I'm only human, that was designed to put a cap on you so you cannot rise. You would stay asleep. This is your time to wake the F up, right? And your spirituality and how to move that into your business life, right? How do you turn that into a manifestation that makes you happy, that provides everything that you are wanting, needing, desiring in this world frequency, right? In this life, for the best of happiness, health, and wealth. That's what this is about. Now, why is it time? Why is it time for this? Because you've already felt the stirrings in your dreams, the whispers in your meditation, the knowing that something profound is approaching, and in fact is already here. The signs are becoming clearer and clearer. The traditional ways of healing and being are transforming right in front of us, right before us, okay? And as we approach, as we embrace 2025, your body, your mind, and your spirit are calling you to a higher alignment and attunement with what is happening in the cosmos, what is happening in the universe, okay? The question becomes, are you ready to ascend? Are you ready to be happy? Are you ready to be a part of this consciousness ascension wave? Because for the next 100 so, 1,000 so years, okay, and you probably say, well, I'm not even going to be alive in the next 1,000 years. Well, the fact of the matter is the spirit never dies. Your consciousness never dies, okay? And you're here on the planet at this time for a specific reason. And the more it is that you fight against what it is you are called to do, the more challenges, problems, health issues, confusion, mayhem, right? All of that, the more that you get of it, if you try to run away from your mission, if you are not ready to awaken. So this is your time to wake the F up, wake your fab up, wake up your forgotten available blessings. Why? because you're already experiencing a heightened spiritual phenomena. Things are happening. You're having deja vus. I mean, your sixth sense is tingling, right? You know things before you know them, precognitive, right? That something told me is talking to you more and more. And the more you listen, the more you find you're going in the right direction. You already feeling called to participate in the collective transformation. You just don't know where to plug in, right? That's why I'm here. That's why this masterclass is available, okay? You're really already practicing some form of spiritual or healing work, right? You already doing things in whether you're working with herbs and oils, or you're working with crystals, you're doing your meditation practices, you know that you're called to be more diligent in, being in your prayers and your meditation. Okay? This is already happening to you. It's already happening to you. You're experiencing the precognitive downloads, right? Those whispers that you get in meditation. And meditation can be waking, right? You don't have to just be sitting on a mat and have your eyes closed, right? You're already becoming more intuitive, all right? This is what's happening. And those tracking spiritual, or shall I say, these energetic shifts, now's the time. Now's the time. That feeling that you have of being called to a evolutionary healing above and beyond what the traditional ways have been, this is the time. This is the time. Now, whether or not you are in corporate, right, or have an entrepreneurial background, or you're experiencing the spiritual awakening, you don't know what to call it, right? That's what it is. Okay? You might be feeling isolated. You might be feeling isolated. You might not be sure exactly what to do. You have this hidden interest in metaphysical topics, right? And you may be trying to balance your professional image and your business life with your spiritual growth. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. As you wake up, these are your forgotten available blessings. And what we're going to do in the mastermind that follows this master class, this class is to give you the nudge so that you can wake up, so that you can know that you don't have to feel isolated in these experiences, okay? That you can integrate your spirituality into your business life, all right? Because when you do that, you become more creative. Your healing takes on a whole nother dimension. You become more highly sensitive and intuitive. That's what this is about. You're already getting the downloads, right? We already said that. It's already coming to you in your dreams. But sometimes you just need some validation, right? Are you on the right path? And do you have a community to plug into? So you don't have to feel isolated, right? So when we are pulling on our blessings, sometimes we struggle with material finances, right? In perfecting our view of material wealth, we get to be coherent with our natural state of spirituality and our natural state of abundance. When you wake up, the abundance must appear because it is part of your forgotten available blessings. Okay? So we have processes. We have processes. So when I say process, we have a framework for you to work through so that you can get to where it is you want to be in this awakening. Now, my mission is to love, heal, bless, prosper, and enlightened. That's She Fabulous. That's Shifa Ali Scott. That's who I am, what I do, what my calling is, what my mission is. That is my happy space. Okay? So here at Oneness Wellness Lifestyles, we're here to inspire you. So everything that I've said so far is to really nudge you, right? To say, hey, I see you. I already know who you are. I already know what's happening because it's happening to everybody on the planet. Okay? It's happening to all of us. No one will escape it. No one will escape it. All right? So we're here to inspire, to serve, and to equip you, whether you're professional, you're entrepreneur, into a radical transformation in your life. Okay, into the upgrade, into the awakening, into the higher levels of consciousness so that you are able to move into and beyond all of the dimensions of your life. All of the dimensions of your life. And that means that you will be able to obtain optimum health, vibrant energy, vitality, and radiance from the inside out. From the inside out. Now, this is not like anything we've ever done before. You get to make a commitment to remembering your forgotten available blessings. This is the awakening. That's what I'm saying. This is not anything that Oneness Wellness Lifestyles has, that you've experienced us in before. Because we are full on right now. Full on. We have a framework that is principle, process, right? Principle, process, strategy, and action, right? What you're going to do, what you're going to do, okay? So you will, as you see on the slide, on your piece of paper, you make a line and you put your name, and you put your name awakens. So like the slide that we began with said Shifa awakens, you put your name in there, right? Bobby awakens, Susan awakens, Alicia awakens, right? Felicia awakens, right? Shifa awakens. This is your awakening. This is your awakening. And we are going to provide you with a framework so that you can answer the wake-up call inside of you. Inside of you. Okay? The times right now, the times dictate the agenda. And the agenda is the awakening. And this is your wake the F up call. Wake up call. Wake up your forgotten available blessings. So as we welcome you into the community of humanity, right, this oneness of consciousness that's happening in humanity, we already know you. I already know you. Okay? You'll say, well, how do you know me? You know, I just signed up today. I never even met you. Well, there's only one of us. The number of minds in the universe is one. One. And the world has got us thinking that we're all individual, that we're all isolated, that we're all by ourselves. But the fact of the matter is the life force that beats your heart and my heart and breathes you and breathes me is one source. And we are part of that one source. That is the first part of the awakening. And as you begin to understand that we are all one, the competition fades away. The warring mentality fades away. The having to be in control fades away, right? The wanting, you get what I'm saying, right? And so all of those idiosyncrasies that we have about me against you fall away when you understand and move into the consciousness, because it's beyond understanding. When you move into the consciousness, okay, of one humanity, one source. So we know you. I already know you. I already said what's happening with you, right? we already, everybody's experiencing it. No one is escaping it. No one on this planet is escaping it. We are all one. I am. So one of the holy books says, I am that I am. You can say that because you are one with the Creator. There's only one thing going on. Hello, aloha. There's only one thing going on. And that's vital life force. And that's what we see in action at all times. There's only God in action. There's only Goddess in action. There's only the Creator in action. And all these personalities that we've created, you're going to lose that. That's going to fall to the wayside as you realize that we are all one. And you'll stop fighting with yourself first, and you'll stop fighting with people that seem to be outside of you, because everyone is a reflection of you at some level. Okay? Everyone. So get it in your heart, in your head, in your mind, in your body, in your cells, that you are not alone. You are not alone. So we're going to share with you your inner essence power tools. How do you actually hone in and use your intuition? How do you follow your guidance? How do you attune to what the universe is doing? How does that happen? How do you do it? Okay, how do you do it? We're going to take you through the exact steps that you need to create the life that you deserve and a life that you love, right? And that life will make you happy. It's your fabulous lifestyle. It's your fabulous lifestyle. So how do we do that? Well, we start with a framework. So write this down. We start with a framework. First, we have a principle. Then we have a process. And then a strategy. And after the strategy, we go into action. Okay? So let's go through some of these right now. So if you have a piece of paper, what you want to do is set it up horizontally and make 4 columns. And over the first column, you want to put principle. Over the second column, you want to put process. Over the third column, you put strategy. And over the fourth column, you put action. Action. All right. So the first principle is your mirror moment. Is your mirror moment. This is the content of the class. This is your principle, the mirror moment. It's that time when you face your core truth. And you recognize the reflection that you see is the culmination of your ignored whispers. Wherever you are in life, your mind got there first. Wherever you are in life is based on the decisions that you made, even though you were being guided in the right direction, you ignored those whispers. And you chose the struggle. Okay? Core truth. This is your mirror moment. The reflection you see is the culmination of ignored whispers. Now your key insight, we're under principles, right? Your key insight in this principle is that we wait until a crisis before choosing change. Right? We wait till everything just breaks down before we are willing to change. That is a key insight. Check it out for yourself. How does that feel inside as you look in the mirror? right? Of your consciousness, of your soul, of your spirit. Now the next thing is you have to ask yourself the question. This is for your emotional IQ, right? Your emotional intelligence. Your emotional intelligence. What is the cost of delayed awakening? If you don't wake up now, how much more struggle, how many more crises do you need to go through before you change? What is the cost of delayed awakening? Now, here's the last part of this principle of the mirror, right? Your mirror moment. Understand this. Your body speaks in whispers before it screams. Your body speaks in whispers before it screams. You know, you get that symptom and you don't do anything about it, and then it turns into the diagnosis, right? That shakes your world. And you could have done something about it when you first realized it. Your body speaks in whispers before it screams. Okay? Now, as we move over to the process, right? As we move over to the process, we're going to give you, what we're doing is giving you the framework, right? These are not all the answers yet. We're going to do that in the masterclass that starts next Thursday. Okay? We're going to fill in all the blanks. We're going to help you with that. But you get to right now start the awakening process. So in the next column where it says process, this is your essence awakening. Your essence awakening. It is your recognition phase. So the things we just talked about in your mirror moment, right, in the principle, is the things that we just talked about in the principle is there for you to recognize that you are awakening right now. You're awakening right now. We are creating a container where your forgotten available blessings can live. Okay? So now the process, right? We're happy to have you here now as we start this process. Yeah. This awakening is happening in the present moment. Right? And it requires you to be present with this process. Be present with this process right now, in the present moment. Feel it. Notice any distractions that you have. Right? Notice any distractions and you're wanting or you're choosing other things. You want to hear the chatter as opposed to being real clear and grasping, taking hold of what we're talking about right now. This is your awakening, right? Now you get to choose to stay focused on living in the now. I'm setting the process up right now. So right now, listen with your perfect peace. Right now, listen with your calmness. Be calm. Right now, listen with your poised and powerful intent as we begin the process. The process, this is the second column, the essence awakening, the recognition phase. So now that we've looked in the mirror, right, you also want to do some body wisdom mapping. Body wisdom mapping. So we say that your body speaks in whispers before it screams. So one of the things that we're going to do in the mastermind is help you with your body wisdom mapping. Your body is talking to you all the time, every day, all the time, in every moment. Your body is talking to you. All right, these are processes. We're going to do a mirror meditation because it's going to bring you into recognition. We're going to do body wisdom mapping, and we're going to do energy pattern assessments. An energy pattern assessment. So between now and next week, you get to take a look at all of this in your mind, in your recognition of what's really going on with you. All right? That is the first step of the Essence Awakening. 3 parts. It is the recognition phase. This is the first phase of the awakening. Your mirror meditation, your body wisdom mapping, and your energy pattern assessment. Got it? Got it. All right. Next, the second phase is your reclamation phase. How do you reclaim it? How do you remember it? Well, there's 3 parts of the reclamation phase. Your sacred skin rituals. We'll say, well, what does my skin have to do with this? Well, your skin, everything you put on your body goes in your cells. And the problem with that is if you're putting things on your body that you bought off the shelf somewhere and it's full of toxins, chemical, risky, artificial poisons, you're poisoning your cellular structure. And in order to awaken, your cells must become more full of light, more full of the consciousness that's coming in from the sun. More full. So how do you get it to be more full? You have sacred skin rituals where you're actually detoxing your cells, your cellular structure. That's first. Second is your hormone harmony protocols. Woo-wee, sisters. If you're a woman of a certain age, the word hormone, harmony, is your friend. Okay? So we have some hormone harmony protocols. You know, the night chills and the night sweats and the, you know, and the hot flashes all the time and all those kinds of things. I'm going to help you to align in that body mapping we talked about. We're going to help you align so that your hormones are not all over the place. We're going to bring them into harmony. We have protocols for that. And third in our reclamation phase is your cellular memory release. Everything that you were born to be and is your mission is in your cellular memory. It's already in your DNA. It's forgotten, right? Remember we said these are your forgotten available blessings. How do we make them available? We follow this framework. Your cellular memory release. So those are the 3 parts of phase 2, the reclamation phase. Okay? So we are in the process now, right? The essence awakening. Phase 1 is the recognition phase. Phase 2 is the reclamation phase. And I just gave you the 3 parts of the reclamation phase. Okay? So let's move over to the strategy. Let's move over to the strategy. What do we do? How do we make this happen? Okay? So let's get to it. So as we are talking about a strategy now, what becomes of critical importance is, wait, did I skip one? I skipped one. Let me back up. We're not at the strategy yet. We're in the 3rd phase of the process called the essence awakening. So back up, my bad. Okay. So we're in phase 3, and this is the radiance phase. This is the beauty code activation. Now, it's not just about how you look. When we talk about beauty, beauty is a radiance from the inside out. How beautiful is your soul? How beautiful is your behavior? How beautiful are your words? How beautiful are your thoughts and deeds and actions? How beautiful are you as a being? And we're not talking about, glamour and all of those things. We're not talking about what you physically look like. Although that is a part of it as well. Well, we're going deeper. Remember, this is about a higher consciousness. We're also going to, in this radiance phase, talk to you about your feminine power practices. Your feminine power practices. Okay? So, well, what does that mean? Because all life, human life, comes through the feminine portal, there is a power, not force, there is a power that we have as women that is already in alignment, in synchronicity with the universe. And that is the fact that as a born female, you flow every 28 days. And every 28 days, we call a moon. It is a moon. This has nothing to do with the Gregorian calendar. Okay? We're taking our power back from the world timing frequency. And when you align your feminine consciousness with the fact that we flow every 28 days, you will recognize, realize, and come to a conscious, coherent awareness that there are 13 moons, not 12. There are 13 moons, not 12. And in those 13 moons, when you recognize and track your beingness according to that power, according to that consciousness, your power increases. The power to remember, the power to act on the strategies that we're going to go into next. So we're going to help you through your feminine power practices. All right. Now, for the brothers in the room, you get to support the female in your life in her feminine power practices. Because you, my brothers, are the direct recipients of this power. You are the direct recipients of this power. Then, the third part of the radiance phase is wealth, wellness, integration. Wealth, wellness, integration. Now, I know when I say the word wealth, you think money. Most people do. When I say the word wealth, I'm really talking about your happiness. I'm talking about your consciousness. The more wealthy you are in your consciousness, the more well you are in your body. The more wealthy you are in your consciousness, the more well you are in your abundance. The more wealthy you are in your consciousness, that means embracing all of what we're talking about here. That means embracing your wakefulness. How awake are you? How aware are you? Your wealth, wellness integration, bringing them together, Now, in my life, my wealth consciousness has absolutely created, let me say it this way, I have, because you will own this. When you wake up, as you wake up, you will own it. Own it. I have created a life I love. I have attracted to myself the things, the people, the resources, the everything, the food, the lifestyle that make me happy. It's as a result of my consciousness. So my whole life is wealthy. My whole life is abundant. My whole life is moving up the scale of opulence. Wealth and wellness integration. Okay, so those are the three parts of the process, the essence awakening. So let's get to the strategy now, right? How do we do this? And so this slide that we have up now is really about who are you really listening to? Who are you really listening to? Are you listening to the news? Are you listening to the sports? Are you listening to the radio? You listen to all the lyrics and the songs? Who are you really listening to? Right? Are you listening within? Are you listening within? Because the consciousness is going to talk to you. Your awakened consciousness is going to talk to you from the inside. There's no outside voice that's coming in to tell you what to do. You already know what to do. You were born with what to do inside of you. Recognizing that there are no empty thoughts. There are no empty thoughts. Your thoughts become things. And I know you've heard that before. Your thoughts become things. So it's important to be in alignment with the consciousness that's speaking to you from the inside, okay? And I'm not talking about your personality or your ego. I'm talking about as you awaken, you become attuned to the voice of the universe, to the voice of your birthright, to the voice of your mission, to the voice of what makes you happy. For me, everybody around me knows if I can't say I got it from the guidance, if my mighty I am presence didn't tell me, that's what I call the voice to talk to me, is my mighty I am presence, okay? If it didn't tell me, I'm not doing it. Forget about it, okay? I'm not doing it because I am guided. And that is the consciousness that you want to have. I am guided from my internal spiritual self, not from anything on the outside. There's no thing that influences me beyond, above what I get from my presence. I call it my guidance, right? Like a GPS, right? You can, if it's telling you to turn right and you turn left, you're going in the wrong direction, right? Easy to understand, okay? Your thoughts are things. So remember that. Remember that as we talk about the strategy. Now, it's important to realize that in this strategy, you're going to have some negative self-talk because you are in the process of dissolving your ego, right? And perfecting your personality. You're in the process of dissolving your ego and perfecting your personality. All right? So you have some negative self-talk. And that is coming from the outer world. That's from like all the stuff you learn, right? All the things you saw, all the music you listen to, all the traditions that you adhere to, all of what you have taken on as your religious overcoat, whatever that is, okay? And for the most part, it's all lies. Lies, lies, lies. All lies, okay? Because they become these limiting beliefs, and they become a cap over you that you cannot rise above because you're thinking, right? Your negative self-talk. So what did they cause you to have limiting beliefs? Depression, anxiety, stress, hopelessness, dis-ease, disaster, low self-esteem. It means that you are you're in a sleepwalking state. You're not awake to your blessings that are available that you forgot. And so here, we're helping you with a strategy to remember. To remember who you are. To remember who you are. You're not only human. Don't ever say that again, I'm only human. Don't ever say that again. You are not only human. That's one of those lies, lies, lies. And the thing about it is we don't even know that we've been lied to so deep, so strong. There's a whole lot more going on than we've been taught. Okay? And we'll talk about some of that in the Masterclass. Like one of the things, for instance, did you know that Congress just had hearings on the fact that they have been in contact with UFOs and the people who fly those UFOs since the 40s, since the 1940s? Come on now. I know that one's a stretch, but we are not alone in the universe. And all of our life, we just thought there was only life on Earth, when there are billions of planets teeming with life. Yes, I'm stretching you right now, because in this strategy, it's called the Awaken Rise. So write that in column 3. The Awaken Rise. And there are 3 parts to this. The first one is your pain point alignment, right? Where are you in pain? What's causing you to suffer? Where does it hurt? What makes you cry? And so the first part of that are your surface symptoms, right? Your skin, your energy, and how fast you are aging. Okay? These are surface symptoms of your pain point. The second part of this, under pain point alignment, is what we call the middle layer. What's happening with your hormones? What's happening with your health? And what are your habits? What are your habits? What are the things that you do without even thinking about it? What are the things that you do that your parents used to do or your coworkers did? You know, you can hang around, they say, it'll come to me. You know, you are the sum of the 5 people you most hang around with. You're all just alike. Use the same words, same habits, right? Okay, that's the middle layer. Your hormones, your health, and your habits. Now, the third part of your pain point alignment are these core issues, we call them. So we have first your surface symptoms, your skin, your energy, and your aging. How fast are you aging? The middle layer, your hormones, your health, and your habits. And next we have the core issues. Your worth, right? It has to do with your self-esteem, right? Who you think you are or who you think you're not. Okay? Your power, your personal power. And this doesn't mean control over other people or forcing your way to do things or always inserting yourself. That's not power. Okay? Your power to become conscious, purposefully. Your core issue, purpose. So your core issues are worth, power, and purpose. What is your purpose on this planet? Why are you here? And it's that inner voice, your inner essence power has been telling you your whole life. Your whole life. Okay? So that is the first part of the strategy, the awaken rise. The second part of the strategy is transformation timeline. So we wonder, well, how long is this going to take? Right? Well, 90 days sets the foundation. So we're going to start the mastermind, and you're going to have 90 days to start the foundation. Okay? And inside of this foundation, we're going to be talking to you about your positive self-talk, right? So we talked about your negative self-talk. As you go through your timeline, right, your transformation, you will begin to realize that your constructive truths, right, are coming through your inner world now. Your constructive truths. They give you more energy. You have a more energetic lifestyle. You have a happier disposition, right? It's all about being happy. You have more hopefulness. You look toward life with optimism, okay? You have, what I like to say, peace, calm, grace, and ease. You have peace of mind, right? And, there's a lot of conversation about positive thought. Well, how about correct thought? Right? Correct thought. How about correct self-image? That's what's positive. It's an energy. It's an energy. And this is your awakened state. So first 90 days is your foundation. 180 days in, you're into integration. You're actually pulling them all together now. It takes about 180 days to do that. Half a year, 6 months. Because you've been doing it the other way your whole life. And then to get to the embodiment phase takes a whole year. 365 days. A whole solar cycle, we call it. Okay? So that is your transformation timeline. And next in our awaken rise, the strategy, the third point is your support structure. Now we're putting in place this mastermind, and we have a whole support structure for you. We will be having weekly Divine Feminine Council meetings, right? And some of you will be on that council. We'll be having monthly moon ceremonies, like celebrating what moon it actually is, right? Not month, but moon. And we'll have quarterly Oneness Elite Wellness retreats. So every 90 days, right, we're going to clock it, right? I don't even like that term, clock it. Every 90 days, we're going to measure, okay? We're going to measure where we are in a retreat. Now, sometimes we'll come to the mainland, and other times you'll come to Hawaii. How about that? Aloha. Yes. So those are the 3 parts of the strategy, the awakened rise. You have your, number 1, you have your pain point alignments. Number 2, you have your transformation timeline. And number 3, you have your support structure. We are here with you. You are not alone. Okay? And in the final column, what we're going to do is action steps. And this is called your sovereign spirit shift. Yes. You move into sovereignty here. And we're not talking about like sovereignty out in the world. We're talking about owning your own spirit, being in control, being in awareness, in consciousness of your own sovereign spirit, your own autonomy, your autonomy. All right. So the transformation process. First, we'll be creating the tangible shift in your mindset, your behavior, and your actions. Right? So we're here at actions now. We'll help you to release any negative thoughts or feelings or conversations that are blocking your path. The conversations that you're having with yourself inside your own mind or talking to yourself out loud, those are the conversations that's blocking your path. The Creator has something greater for you than you just talking to yourself. The rise in consciousness, the wake the F up, the wake up your fab life, your forgotten available blessings, is that you keep talking to yourself all the time. You're not available to hear. You're not available to remember. You're not available to receive the blessings you forgot. Right? And so you get to this place where there's you don't know where to go next. Because that conversation that you're having, that you've been having all your life, is a feedback loop. Right? It's just telling you the same thing over and over and over and over again, and that becomes your habit. Okay. So how's that working for you? We're going to help you to move into a place of certainty. Certainty. So you can stop second guessing yourself about yourself and be clear, right? I love clarity, all right? To be certain about who it is you are and what it is you are up to, right? We're getting ready to go into the action phase now, the sovereign spirit shift. And we're going to also assist you with pouring into yourself instead of over giving and feeling depleted. Okay? Sometimes we just want to be in the spotlight so much, we just give and give and give. Or every time somebody asks us for something, we just give and give and give until we don't have anything left for ourselves. So we learn, and this is a popular example. You may have heard it before, right? We give from our overflow. We give from what ends up in the saucer, and we drink from the cup, because everybody have their own cup. When you're conscious, you have a crystal cup, right? So in my meditation, I have a crystal cup, and it's always overflowing. It is always overflowing. All right? So you serve others from your overflow. You serve others from your overflow. And the key phrase here is serve others. Because we already talked about not giving more than you have, right? So you serve others. We're here to serve one another. Because it's only one of us. Right? You have to want for your brother what you want for yourself. You have to want for your sister what you want for yourself. We serve all others from our overflow. And part of being wealthy is having a constant overflow. You're always in expectation of the overflow. Right? Yes. And it helps you to have more faith in life and more importantly, have more faith in yourself. To communicate with conviction and effectively make decisions. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Right? There was this thing for a while, this song came out, it's like, say what you need to say, right? Well, sometimes what you need to say ain't what should be said. I had to come to that realization, right? It's more important that you say what you mean and you mean what you say. Word is bond. No lying. Right? Because lying reduces your worth. There is nothing worth lying about when you know who you are. Nothing. So you learn to communicate with conviction and effectively make decisions. You'll know the direction that you want to go in and start moving toward that goal. Yeah. And that goal is the awakening, so that you can get to your available blessings, so that you can remember the ones that you forgot. Because had we not all forgotten, the world would not be in the chaos that it's in right now. We would not treat each other the way that we do if we had not forgotten. And we'll celebrate with you as you enjoy the increase of your success. So let's talk about the actions now of the sovereign spirit shift. Number one is immediate actions. Your personal power assessment. Your personal power assessment. Again, all of this will come to you in the mastermind. And that mastermind is going to go all year, 2025, right? It's the Ascension, right? Time to come alive in 2025 and thrive, all right? So immediate steps. The first immediate step is your personal power assessment. Your second immediate step is your sacred skin protocol. Your skin is your largest organ on your body. It's the largest elimination organ. Okay? All of the toxins that don't come out through the orifice of your pee and your poop, it's coming out through your skin. All right? And you can affect everything going on inside of your body from your skin. All right? So your sacred skin protocol. The next action step in these immediate steps is your essence activation call. The essence. Your essence, heart essence. Who are you in your heart? In your heart. Second, in the action, the sovereign spirit shift, is the integration path. The integration path. Now, before we get to the integration path, it's important that you breathe, right? We've been at this for a minute. And this is a serious conversation, right? This is your awakening. This is your awakening. And this is so important because your awakening will cause others to awaken just by being in your energy. Okay? As you wake up, you wake others up who may never even hear my voice. All right? So breathe. Take some cleansing breaths, right? Breathe in and then out through your mouth. And you count your breath on the exhale. I know everybody taught you to count your breath on the inhale. You count your breath on the exhale. Okay? Because when we were born, we didn't have breath, right? We had to inhale, but you were already a being without breathing. Ooh, because you lived in water in your mother's womb. Okay? So that first exhale that you had, that was your first breath. Not when you took it in, when you exhaled it out. That was your first breath in this world. Breathe. All right. Let's go on. So we're almost done, right? We're on the action phase. Integration. Okay, this is the second part. This is the second part of action, the sovereign spirit shift, the integration path. Custom beauty being blueprint. Remember we said beauty is from your inner essence, right? Next is your sister's manifestation circle integration. Everybody want to know how you manifest. How do you manifest? How do you manifest? Well, you manifesting all day, all the time. You've been manifesting all your life. The question is, how do you manifest what makes you happy without the struggle? How do you do that? And then we have our wealth and wellness codes, all in the mastermind. And the third part of our action steps are the mastery makers. Monthly transformation tracking. Okay? Monthly transformation tracking. How are you doing? Where are you in the process? And we have coaching and everything that is necessary to get you there. We will help you get there. Oneness, Wellness, Lifestyles in our Elite Mastermind. Right? Wake the F up. Quarterly Essence Evolution. An annual Sovereign Spirit celebration. So in our annual retreat, we do our Sovereign Spirit celebration. Right? When you come into it, when you as you embody it, when it's who it is that you are, it's who it is how you be in the world. It's how you be in the world. Okay? So that is your framework. That is your framework. And this framework is crafted to take you 2025 and beyond. Because once you get this, you continue to elevate. You spiral up, as we say. Right? And you'll have all the tools. You will have done the work. You will have done the work. Okay? So as we wrap up this masterclass, it's really important that you realize that you have some recognition that this can work for you. That this can work for you. Okay? We work with a sister, Jasmine, and this is she's living and working in Georgia, and she's a yoga instructor and a part-time freelance graphic designer. Now, Jasmine she's deeply committed, deeply connected to her community and spends time volunteering at local arts events. She's giving from her overflow, right, of her expertise. She experiences vivid dreams and often feels a strong intuition guiding her decisions. This is what she shared with us. She's on a journey of spiritual awakening and is seeking others, to share her interest in metaphysical topics, in higher consciousness, in her awakening. However, she struggles with integrating her spiritual growth with her professional life. And she often feels like she needs this like-minded community for support. That's who we are. We're the like-minded community for support. All right? The demographic is everybody on the planet. Right? I'm just giving you some of our experience. Some of the experience that other people are having that we're working with, right? And so Marcus, he lives in Austin, Texas, and he has a corporate background in marketing, but he recently shifted to running his own holistic wellness business. Well, we know something about that, right? I've been in holistic wellness for 55 years, okay? Marcus is highly sensitive. The brother is intuitive. And he's also having these vivid dreams. Aren't you having those vivid dreams? And he believes that his dreams have and hold deeper meanings. And he needs a way to tap into those meanings. He's interested in the spiritual teachings, and he's working on aligning his business practices with his spiritual beliefs. Right? Isn't that the bottleneck? Like, how do I do work in a spiritual sense? How do I move as an entrepreneur through my spiritual beliefs? So Marcus also is in this place of isolation, right? He in his desires, that validation, right? Needs somebody else to say that it's okay. And he is looking for other people who understand the journey. And then last but not least, before we wrap up, and I give you all the information for the mastermind, one of our Latina sisters, okay, in LA, and we send up prayers to LA. This is the time of the fires in California. So Sophia, she works as a freelance writer, and she's like deeply passionate about exploring spiritual topics. She's an introvert, okay? And so she's not trying to like be out there with everybody. She values her privacy, and often she's just choosing to, delve into her spiritual interests all by herself. Yet currently, she's experiencing a spiritual awakening and grappling with societal pressures to focus on material wealth. Okay? And what she's really trying to do is balance between maintaining her professional image and nurturing her spiritual growth. Isn't that where we are? Everybody's there. It's like you go to work, you got to deal with whoever you got to deal with. How do you bring your spiritual growth into that? And when you awaken, as you awaken, your environments, all of your environments will shift, because you'll be releasing everything that's toxic to you. And that might be your boss might get transferred, the person that you work with that you don't really work so well together with, the one that worked your nerves. Well, you begin to get rid of all those buttons and they can't work your nerve no more, right? And they realize that they can't, and they stop, right? Or you may come into being your own boss, as an entrepreneur, right? Starting a business, teaming up with a business, being on a team of spiritual, like-minded people who help you to grow and assist you while you're striving to stay true to your natural state of abundance. Because the natural state of abundance in the universe is wealth, opulence, more than enough, overflow. That's the, right? Just if you look at how many stars do you see? And even if you don't look, just count the number of leaves on one tree. Is that abundant or what? All right. So you don't have to feel like you don't have anyone to talk to about your visions and dreams, and that you weird and, abnormal, right? Or people think you crazy. You got pain in your body that the doctor can't figure out what's wrong with you, discomfort in your body. You have you have an intuitive sense that things are happening and you can't really explain it, right? You can't really explain it. You second guess yourself even when doing something different from the norm. Like when you're constantly searching for money, you're trying to get the bag. You want to have love in your life. You're looking for relationships in all the wrong places, right? You are on this journey, okay? And you have forgotten your available blessings. And you think you have to do it all by yourself. Well, you don't. You don't. We're here to help. So there's mirror fun work that we'll be doing. There are Into Me I See, right? It's an action step that you'll be taking. And you're awakening. You'll start to have really candid, transparent, honest, hard, loving, and tear-filled conversations with yourself. Okay? With yourself. It starts with you. And this is how you will learn to have the self-love and the success that you desire. And it's going to happen through the mirror. You have to look at yourself. Right? So you awaken to self and you immediately begin to shift your limiting beliefs and that keep you playing small. Okay? And we have a program called Shifting Your Shit. right? Your self-healing inner talk. Shit. S-H-I-T. Self-healing inner talk. So you got to wake the F up and shift your shit. Okay? That's what this is about. Getting to your fab life, your forgotten available blessings. That's the F in wake the F up. And your self-healing inner talk. Your self-healing inner talk, okay, is how you get past your limiting beliefs. You can do this. You can do this. We've never done it before, right? It's time to wake up now. So this might be something you've never done before, never thought of before, never thought you needed to do it before, right? And realize that it's a lifelong practice. And nobody's going to get off this planet without doing it. Everybody has to do it. We're going to pay back our karma. And the more that we awaken, the less our karma will affect us. We get to burn some karma by being awakened, by coming into consciousness. Your life is like a garden, right? And it needs continual pruning. You got pruning. You have to keep the weeds out in order to bear new blossoms. So we are going to provide you with this lifelong elevating process, and it starts with the mastermind. You will have a toolbox, a toolkit of resources. And our responsibility that we take on in helping you to awaken, right, to wake the F up, to remember your forgotten available blessings, is mentoring and coaching, these seminars and workshops, your natural healing protocols, your holistic or totalistic, as we say at Oneness Wellness Lifestyles, your totalistic natural living, and your sacred body care. Your sacred body care. So what's your next step? What is your next step? Take the healing quiz. And this is just a way for you to see what your healing pathway is. And all you have to do is text the word healing to 808-207-7370. Again, text the word healing to 808-207-7370. And we will see you on the inside as you wake the F up and claim your forgotten available blessings and live the fab life, right? Live the fab life. Forgotten available blessings remembered. We're here to help you remember. Help you remember. The first thing I want you to know is that I love you. I love you. Like, not from the sense of some relationship love or, falling in love, right? You don't want to fall in love. You want to stand up in love, baby. Okay? I love you from a universal standpoint because I understand that I am you and you are me and we are one. We are one. So with that, we will see you on the mastermind on Thursday. You will get an email, a text, especially if you go ahead and text healing to the number. Text healing to 808-207-7370, and you will get all the information that you need for your awakening here with us at Oneness Wellness Lifestyles, Elite Wellness. And we're going to do it inside the mastermind, and it will be on Thursdays, and we will let you know what time that may be. All right? I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, love you. Peace, love, and light. We say here in Hawaii, aloha. Shifa Ali Scott, living a she-fabulous life. I love you. Love you, love you, love you. Aloha.